I'm going to show you how to create a safety room and new user questionnaire in your Discord server. This will help you avoid hate raids by having a buffer for those coming into your server and allow you to monitor and keep records of those entering. My name is Echo, and I'm going to take you through this and make it as simple as possible. The first thing we need to do is add the bot we will be using to our Discord server. I recommend going to the app directory in the server drop-down menu and searching for forms. This first one is the one we want. I chose this form bot because it will give us a form that stays within the server itself and doesn't require anyone to open anything outside of the channel the form is in. Before we build the actual form, I'd recommend some role and role settings. I specifically have a new user role and an approved role, but you could also set up the everyone role to work similarly to a new user role. This role, the admin, and mods should be the only folks that can see the form channel. Whatever the case, you want the channel your form is in to be the only channel that is seen upon entry to the Discord, and when assigned the approved role, the rest of the Discord opens up. This role should have access to every other channel you want regular folks in the Discord to be able to interact with. If you have lots of people in your server already, consider a bot that can help mass assign a role to folks so you don't have to do it individually. Next, we will start building the form. The /help command will provide you with the link to the bot's dashboard, which is where we will build the form that will act as our buffer to keep our server as safe as possible. I personally use the old editor, but that's because it offers a custom message that gets sent to the forms archive that only admins and mods can see. I like to use this because I like to attach the user ID to forms, just in case there is something malicious that happens later or on the form. I like having that information, but if you don't need that, the new editor might be a good choice for you. My message is new user form. Please verify here before gaining access to the rest of the server. And I label the button with new user form as well. As you edit these, the example on the right should update, and you can see how it will show up in your server. On the next page, you can choose where submissions will be sent. I made a mod-only channel called Forms Archive just for this. You can send them where you'd like, but I would suggest it being mod or administrator only. Now this next part is up to you and what you want for your server. In general, I recommend questions worded so folks need to put some thought into them, so anyone intending to hate raid your space will potentially just get frustrated by the delay and spew hate into the form instead of waiting and giving a legitimate response. My own server questionnaire asks about people's opinions on the LGBTQIA+ community, on white privilege, and about disabled people. I threw in a question asking how people found me as well. Under the server submission message dropdown is where you will find the custom archive message I mentioned earlier on in the video. This is the custom message that is only available in the old editor, so if this is not of use to you, maybe consider the new one. On screen, I have the message I recommend using in this section, as it will save the submitter's user ID. The link to the variables can be found here, but I will also place this information in the description of the video for your convenience. Next, I will show you my personal setup for the buttons. These are just how you respond to the submissions. I recommend 5 buttons. One is to accept, one is to deny, one is to accept with a message, one is to deny with a message, and one is just to ban someone outright. The accept button will add a role to the submitter, the accepted role. Remove a role from the submitter, the new person role. And I add the option remove other buttons in this row to all of the buttons just so when one option is chosen, another one can't accidentally be clicked after. The only difference between this button and the accept with a message button is that one will have a prompt to send a DM to the submitter. If there is anything you need to clarify or warn them about before accepting them to the rest of the server, this is the option you use. Deny is pretty simple, just kick or kick a message, ban is ban. You can set these up however you would like, this is just my preference. After that, you're done. The last thing to do is download the file at the bottom of the page and then upload it with the /form create command in Discord. Test it, make sure it works the way you want, and don't be afraid to go back in and make edits. You can upload that file into the editor if you want to change something in the future. Once you've tested it and ensured it does everything you'd like it to, your form is ready. I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section and I will do my best to help.